Next, from Chicago, we talk with author Patrick Anderson about his book, The Kid in Purple Pants. This runs about 7 minutes.
Patrick Anderson, you're the superintendent of the Wood River School District, and you also just wrote recently a book called The Kid in Purple Pants. Tell us, what is that about?
Well, this book is like I said, is part memoir, part best practice, and what it is it focuses on ways and a means of educating those students who come from poor or impoverished communities or just environments. It's also part memoir. I write extensively about my childhood coming from poverty. The kid in the purple pants is me. I only had one pair of pants, and they'd accidentally been bleached, and they turned purple. And when you wear purple pants every day, because they're your only pants, you get noticed. Not that I didn't have a very, very good, happy childhood. I did. But those things stick with you. And as an educator, what I wanted to do is I wanted to be an advocate for those children who live their life in purple pants. I wanted that to be a metaphor for all children who come from impoverished homes. So I write about that, and it is truly about closing the achievement gap. There is a means and a way to get the help for poor children that they need to be successful in school.
What is it that you did, and how did your own background in poverty allow you to perhaps relate more to some of those kids who were struggling financially?
Well, I understood what my parents were going through, and the things that we did, we changed the way that we approached children in poverty. One, we created a mentor program. That program allowed for students who come from impoverished homes to get to be mentored by Air Force captains, small business owners, teachers, gave them a look outside of poverty. Sometimes whenever you're a child in poverty, you don't get that. All you see is what you see out of your back door, and you never experience life outside of that. This gave them that opportunity. We, of course, made it sure that all students had food. Made it very simple for parents to fill out free and reduced lunch forms. We started a summer school program that was not only just academics and remediation, but also gave social capital to children, which was the biggest thing that we wanted to make sure that our students had.
Now, what do we mean when you say social capital?
Social capital. Whenever middle class children during the summer, middle class or upper middle class children, what they experience during the summer break, they don't experience what is called the summer slide, and that is loss in schooling over the summer. Those children actually sometimes excel over the summer break because they have enrichment, they go to museums, they take vacations, they do tons of things with their parents. Poor children, on the other hand, they don't have that capital, social capital. All they experience over summer is sometimes just being babysitters, or only what they experience out of their back, their back door. So what we did was we created an environment where they went to school during the summer. They were given 2 hours of academics, but then also that capital. We focused on technology and art. We took field trips to art museums over summer break to give those children who've never ever seen the arch, even though they live less than 15 minutes away from downtown St. Louis, had never been across the river. And go into an art museum, been to a zoo, and experience some of those things that give them capital. I write in the book about the first time I was 16 years old, the first time I ever saw the ocean. And it was a magical experience for me. And that capital, I think, gave me the reason, gave me a lot of reasons why I wanted to study the coastal region, to do those things. What we wanted to do is do those exact same things for our students, give them that, and basically level the playing field for them, and make things equitable for all.
And when you've done this, how did that impact the students that you were helping academically, and to what extent can what you done in Wood River be extended to other school districts?
Right, and this was in Central School District in O'Fallon. Right now, what we're able to do, the one thing that we have to remember, and I also write about in the book, is that everything has to be data driven and monitored. So what we did, we made sure that this equity that we gave our students, this extra remediation, was monitored. We made sure that reading levels did not go down over the summer. Math scores were going up, and we monitored that through assessments, through reevaluations, through that. How can other people do that? It's the same thing. All it really takes is commitment. We were very lucky in Central School District because what we were able to do was showcase what we were doing. And if you go out and publicize what you're doing in your school districts, a lot of times you'll find resources that are out there. We found them from the regional office, private donations from people to help us create this, because what we were trying to do is create more, and we were trying to create an environment where all of our students were successful, not just those who came from more affluent homes. So it's not something that's too difficult to do if you try to put an effort into it.
And if somebody wants to get your book, The Kid in Purple Pants, how would they find that?
Well, they can buy it here today at the School Board Convention, or you can email myself at thekidinpurplepants@gmail.com. It's available on Amazon, and you can buy it on Nook and Smashword and Kindle, or you can buy it directly from the publisher, Gordon Burgett, at Education Unlimited.
All right, Patrick Henderson, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
You're watching the Illinois Channel, an independent nonprofit corporation formed to provide gavel-to-gavel coverage of Illinois state government and other public affairs events taking place across Illinois.